respected chairpersons, learned colleagues, and dear students. I will be very strict to the time. I will take just 5 minutes of yours because we are already lacking a lot of time here. I have some serious notes and with light notes. I will conclude the whole topic. So I start from here. Yesterday I am discussing with one of my friends. How could I connect the theme International Year of Light with the law as a discipline? Now he said, don't worry friend, under the sun everything is connected to light. So the law is. But the serious note is, when I am programming and designing a course in the National School Bhopal, Science, Technology and Law, we are at the challenge in the year 2005 and 6 to program in the India for the first time such a course. So this lecture or this paper itself is a short abstract how the interface is between science, technology and law. My topic is International Year of Light 2015 in prism of the law of sustainable development. Prism, we can see that it is sort of a triangle, and when a refraction is there are numerous lights and numerous objects and pictures from the light and refractions created. So the concept of sustainable development adopted by the United Nations. And sustainable development encapsulates the entire idea of corporate social responsibility, technology transfer agreements, green consumerism, role of government and judiciary. How these topics are connected with the optical technology, which is the theme of International Year of Light 2015. Optical technologies, as utilized, the Liter of Light is a global open source movement aiming to provide ecologically sustainable and cost-free lighting for simple dwellings within thin roofs. The device is simple. A transparent 1.5 to 2 liter plastic bottle, as typically used for carbonated drinks, is filled with water plus a little bleach to inhibit algal growth and fitted into a hole in a roof. The device functions like a deck prism. During daytime, the water inside the bottle refracts sunlight, delivering about as much light as a 40-60 watt incandescent bulb to the interior. Now, with the use of technology, the movement of International Year of Light, the movement grew to brighten up 28,000 homes and the lives of 70,000 people in Metro Manila alone. This is from the concept of sustainable development. When we come to the international law and the principle of sustainable development, the principle of intergenerational equity, that the present generation should exploit the resources, keeping in mind the availability of the natural resources or without compromising the ability of the future generations for exploiting the natural resources. This is for the first time in the 1987 report, the Blended Land Commission report, in which the Norwegian Prime Minister has given the concept of sustainable development. Now, it is a part of international environmental law, the principle, and the technology transfer agreement is an agreement whereby the developed countries transfers the technology to the developing countries in a benign technologies which replace the outmoded technologies which are harmful for the environment. From 7th of December to 11th of December, the COP15 taking place in Paris, in France. This year only in 2015, where the movement of light of year was celebrated. Now again the same thing in the climate change, the clean development mechanism, again here the international environmental law being a soft law as a recommendations given to the governments to adopt it as a policy and law and framework. Now, without a proper legal policy or proper legal framework or institutional frameworks, there is no use of technology, there is no access of technology by the poor and the masses across the globe. They should be facilitated in such a manner so that it should not cause to the pollution. As poverty is one of the very important factor in contributing to the pollution, the government, like suppose take an example, of what is benign technology and how it helps. Suppose the consumption of electricity, the power itself, the LED bulb, and when you go to a market, the LED bulb is so costly that it cannot be utilized by a labor. So he used an outdated technology model bulb which consumes more power. But it is actually costing the nation at large, the poverty and the pollution, and does not meet the idea of sustainable development. So the role of law here in guiding the government, the National Environment Policy 2006 and the recent Environment Policy of India 2050 by Modi government is that while they are celebrating with UNESCO the light year movement in the environmental policy, they adopted the benign technology transfers. Green consumerism. The government is trying to introduce, they are collaborating with the corporates under the corporate social responsibility regime of the law to tie up and transfer of the technology agreement takes place from developed to developing countries at a very low cost, so that they can minimize the pollution at environmental level. And the judiciary is also another player in the same, whereby government fails to provide the law because of the cumbersome procedures of the parliament. The judiciary intervenes under Article 142 of the Indian Constitution in order to do complete justice, and there are numerous judgments created by the Supreme Court in that light, which are in respect of the international treaties and agreements. So my paper is with the interface of science, technology of law, and the key words are sustainable development, corporate social responsibility, technology transfer agreements, green consumerism, and how these are the facets for governments to frame a policy and law. Thank you.
Thank you. You have given a very nice information about law and this sunlight and this pollution also. And I think you are the frontiers, having a thought of ours to enlighten this generation and do the better work for this civilization. I thank you, all of you, for this nice session. And
now I would like to request our chairperson to please felicitate our speaker, Dr. Vivek Dubey, with a memento and a token.